Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. With this, we're going to be testing the new Ancient Gear Dragon. As you guys might have seen, Ancient Gear Dragon has been revealed. It's a spell trap negate, which is great. Ancient Gear doesn't really have a great board to end off for first turn, and you're going to see that I have a few ideas of what you can do with it using these two cards. If you guys have any other combos, let me know. I'm always down to see them and to test them out. But here we're going to get started with Gear Town and Ancient Gear Advance. So we're going to activate Gear Town, and then we're going to use Ancient Gear Advance to search out the Catapult. Then we can activate Catapult here to destroy the Gear Town. And that'll let us special summon Wyvern from the deck, and then we can activate Wyvern's effect to search out an Ancient Gear card, and then use Gear Town to special summon out the Dark Ancient Gear Golem. So then we can search out Ancient Gear Box, because Ancient Gear Box is a free search. And here it doesn't really matter exactly what you get in terms of like the combination, but you just in those three searches you want to make sure you get Commander, you get the Dragon, and you do get yourself the Tanker, and then you just discard the Ancient Gearbox because we do not need that. Then we're going to normal summon out the Commander and activate Commander's effect. We're going to pitch the Ancient Gear Golem, and then in doing so we're going to actually be able to special summon out the Tanker. Then activate Tanker's effect, which lets it normal summon out the Ancient Gear Dragon, or special summon out the Ancient Gear Dragon. Then we can link summon into Ancient Gear Ballista, and then we can use Ballista's effect here in order to search out the Gear Town. Activate Gear Town. Use the Ancient Gear Tanker to just pop the Gear Town, so you can see Gear Town isn't a hard once return, so you can use it multiple times here just for its effect to special summon. We're going to do exactly that to get Ancient Gear Hunting Ground, because this is our built-in fusion polymerization monster essentially. So then we can use Ancient Gear Hunting Ground. Fusion summon into Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. And then from here, it's not going to be a crazy end board, but we do have Chaos Ancient Gear Giant, which is unaffected by spell traps and effects. Your opponent cannot activate effects during the battle phase, and he could also attack multiple times, so which is great, or attack each monster once each. And then we have our spell trap negate in the form of Ancient Gear Dragon. So now you're going to see with Ancient Gear Dragon, basically when our opponent tries to activate a spell, we're just going to wait for the choke point, and really the choke point here is right here with the Catapult. That's when we negate it by pitching either a machine monster on the field or Ancient Gear Golem from the deck, and I prefer to do that just so you can save up a monster on the board, but you can just send itself and then do that. But let's go to the next combo. Okay guys, so this is another 2-card combo using these two cards. The next one is also going to be just with these two cards, but we're going to activate Gear Town here. So same thing as we've done before. Activate Gear Town, then use Advance, get the Catapult, destroy the Gear Town. Then we're going to be able to search out Wyvern's effect, search out the Gearbox, and then get the Dark Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Then because we searched out Gearbox, activate its effect, Dark Golem as well. And we end up with these three monsters again. So same thing as we've done before, but there's different ways you can go with it, and the next combo is also going to show you the different route you can take. But as you saw with the last one, we were able to end with the fusion monster and with a spell trap negate. Nothing too crazy. But here we're going to be able to normal summon our Ancient Gear Commander and use its effect by pitching an Ancient Gear Golem from the deck. Then we can special summon out the Tanker, or normal summon out the Tanker, then activate Tanker's effect in order to special summon out Ancient Gear Dragon. And now we can exceed into our Springan's Merrymaker. Then go into the Gigantic Champion Sargus. Activate Sargus' effect in order to search out the Regulus. Then we can link into the IP Masquerena. Use Regulus effect here, bring it out. And now we have a spell trap negate in the form of Ancient Gear Dragon, a generic negate in the form of Therian by getting rid of himself. And then we can go into the IP Masquerena, either into the SP Little Knight or into a Nightmare Unicorn, depending on which one you want to go into. Obviously in this instance we don't have a hand, so SP Little Knight is more ideal. So here I'm just going to show you guys the negates. So I'm going to activate Catapult here. I'm going to let it just pass through just so you can see the negates actually being triggered here. So we're going to use Regulus' effect in order to negate this effect. Then we're going to try to activate Advance, but we're going to use Dragon here to negate it by pitching the Ancient Gear Golem from the deck. Then we're going to attempt to go to battle phase, so we can just go into SP Little Knight and banish a card on the field. So it's 3 forms of disruption, nothing too crazy, but it is something that Ancient Gear Golem is able to do now. And it just adds a little bit more to it, just to have a better first turn. just because this deck really struggles with going first. But let's go to the final combo that I have for you guys. Alright guys, so this is the final combo that I have for you. And again, same 2 cards, it's just going to be a different end board. So here we're going to use Catapult's effect, pop the Gear Town, go into the Wyvern, use Gear Town's effect, search out the Ancient Gear Dark Golem, get the Ancient Gear box, use his effect here. Now we can normal summon out the Commander, bring out the Tanker, and then get out the Dragon. And then here is where we're actually going to be able to change it up and go use those 4 monsters instead of extending and really summoning out the Link 2 or anything. We're just going to go straight into Appaloosa. This is a 4 negate Appaloosa, 4 monster negate Appaloosa. So it is pretty cool to see just Ancient Gear being able to pop out a bunch of monsters because of the Legacy of Destruction support, which you guys might have seen. And then the Ancient Gear Dragon here is just like a little compliment to it, as it does enable you to have a Spell Trap negate. And because we do have another copy of Ancient Gear Golem in the deck, we can actually directly negate that way without having to get rid of the dragon. But 4 monster negates and 1 Spell Trap negate is definitely some disruption for the deck to do. And that's just a 2-card combo as well. You can definitely build off of this if you have more cards in your hand. But let me know what you guys think about the new Ancient Gear Dragon, what you guys think about the combos, and make sure to stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.